Hey there, everybody. My name is Erin, and this is Oaks and Arrows, my little homeschooling channel space. And today we are doing a Meet the Teacher tag from Abby at Rooted in Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way. And we're just going to answer some questions. I thought this was the perfect timing to kind of do a Meet the Teacher because I am brand spanking new to this homeschooling space. I just started my channel a month ago. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I would love for you guys to kind of join me as I play around with this new hobby and space and get to know some of you guys. So let's start. So the first question is, introduce yourself and how long have you been homeschooling? So like I said, my name is Erin and I am a pastor's wife and mom of 4. I also taught for 7 years before I started homeschooling my kids. And so I taught middle school and high school English for several years, and then I taught at a virtual school and taught middle school English there. And for the last 3 years now, I've been homeschooling our 4 kids, and they are ages or grades 4th grade, 2nd grade, kindergarten, and then we've got our little 3-year-old. So our son was part of like a homeschool co-op group for kindergarten, and then he did 1 year of public school, and then we were able to bring them all home and homeschool them. And we're just like so blessed by that. My husband was homeschooled through elementary school, and it's just something that's always been on our heart. We always felt the conviction that that's what we were supposed to do, and so we just worked hard to make it something that we prioritized and set up our finances for, so that I didn't have to continue teaching and we could teach our children at home. Question number 2, do you have a homeschool style? So before I started homeschooling, I looked through all the styles and tried to see where I fit, and I felt like I didn't really fit completely into any box. And I think a lot of people can relate to that you know, we aren't the same at all. Everybody's so different. And so I would say I lean more towards a traditional strategy for homeschooling. We do like the good and the beautiful. We do math UC. We do like very open and go curriculums right now, which has been great. Though I love like a book study, and as my kids get older, I am totally going to be doing a lot of those, and you know, basing them off of a literature book and then bringing in the history and the geography and the sciences. I mean, there's so much you can do. So that is something that I look forward to as my children get older. Question number 3, what is your favorite subject to teach? Oh man, I would say my least favorite is science. My favorite subject to teach would probably be just reading with my kids. I love to read with my kids, and like I said, as they get older and I can start like incorporating all the different subjects more easily, I am going to nerd out on that. My English teacher self is going to nerd out on that. But yeah, reading out loud with my kids. I love all of our morning time activities. I love the discussions that we get to have over our Bible time and the books we're reading. So I'd say that is my favorite part of our day. The next question is, if I could only use 3 homeschooling tools, what would they be? Well, first and foremost, the whole reason we're homeschooling is so we can give our children a firm foundation in Jesus Christ. And so we obviously would need the Bible for that. Our purpose in homeschooling is to disciple our children so they have a relationship with God that lasts their whole lifetime. And so, number one, Bible. Number two would have to be literature books. Just fiction, classic books, modern fiction, all of it. I think, like I've been saying in my last couple of questions, there's so much you can do with a good book. There's so much you can learn and add to that. And then my third resource would be the internet. If I have some literature books and the Bible and the internet, then I can teach my kids anything. The next question is, what inspires me as a homeschool mom? That is a good question. As a homeschool mom, I would say what is the most inspirational to me is seeing other moms that have gone before me and finished this race of homeschooling and have just discipled their kids into these beautiful, successful adults. I can think of a couple of families that I just admire and adore that have just done a wonderful job not only raising their children to know the Lord, which is the number one thing, but have also raised their children to be able to be confident in their calling, be confident in what the Lord wants from them, and to stand firm in that. Some of them have gone on to be super successful in college. Some of them have been super successful in careers, and there's still just this beautiful, close family unit, and that is so inspiring to me. And those are the families I'm looking at as I educate my own children, is just looking to them as an example, which kind of brings me to YouTube also being super inspiring. Like, I wish I could be a fly on the wall in some of these moms who I admire's houses and like see how they do school in the day-to-day. And while I might not be able to see some people's houses and how they do things in real life other than just being able to ask them, I can get that peek in YouTube. And so that's really cool and inspiring to see just how other moms do their day, how other families do their day, from just their routines, their curriculum choices, seeing how they kind of go through those things. So I love a day in the life. I love a morning routine, things like that kind of inspire me on how I can implement a couple of those things into my own day. So those are the things that inspire me. The next question is, am I an early bird or a night owl? I am without a doubt an early bird. I need to wake up early before my little children do, so I can start off the day with some quiet. I love to drink my coffee while I spend some time in the Word. And then I love to get a workout in the morning before our school day begins. So I tend to wake up an hour and a half to 2 hours before my family does, so I can do that. And it's honestly probably my favorite part of the day, is just that peace and quiet. And it allows me to kind of get my head and mind straight before I go into the chaos of the day. But I have this little bit of a conundrum where my husband is a night owl, and so him and I end up staying up later than I like to, just so we can have that time to spend together. So I need to figure that out, how to both balance like my love for quiet mornings and his love for late nights so that we can get some sleep around here. The next question is, what is your favorite teacher treat? Anybody who knows me in real life would be able to answer this really quickly, I think. My favorite teacher treat would be coffee. I prefer like a hot latte, but in the heat of the summer, which for us is to me, it's only hot enough for iced coffee where we live, like 2 months out of the year. So I'll do a hot coffee most of the year, iced coffee a couple times a year. And that is my favorite treat, hands down. I also love an Amazon gift card. I love a little Amazon gift card. The place I used to work would treat their teachers to gift cards every once in a while. We'd just get like a $10 Amazon gift card when they knew that we'd been working extra hard, or they'd maybe have like a little reward system for the teachers, which sounds kind of silly, but it really was like lots of fun for a teacher to win a $25 Amazon gift card. And that is the way to my heart, is coffee and gift cards. The next question is, do you plan and prep, or do you go with the flow? I am horrible at going with the flow. I'm really bad at it. So I have like a daily routine for each of my children. I have a daily routine for myself. And if I don't have that posted somewhere, I tend to be very like ADD, and I get lost in my day, and my day takes over me instead of me taking the day. So I have to have organization and planning, or else I don't know what to do next. I'm just honest, I don't. So I am very planned in that way, but when it comes to our curriculum, many of our curriculums are very open and go. So in that regard, I just kind of plan our weeks and know how many weeks of school we need to complete the school year. And we just open and go to the next lesson. And I just kind of make sure every few weeks that we're on pace with that. So in that regard, I'm a lot more chill, but I do have to plan out the order of our day, or there would be no order in our day. The last question is, I need to check my paper here. What do I enjoy outside of being a homeschooling parent? I have a lot of things I enjoy outside of being a homeschool parent. Recently, in the last year, have no more babies in the house. And even my youngest, she's become very independent, and this has allowed me to have some freedom to re-find hobbies that I love. To be honest, before this, the last like 10 years, I have not really had any hobbies outside of being a mom, because that has been keeping my life very full and busy. Like I said at the beginning of the video, or at least I think I said, my husband is also a pastor. I am our children's ministry director at our church. I run a homeschool co-op. So those things keep our life very, very full. So just this last year, I've been like digging into some hobbies, learning about myself some more. And so some of those things that I love to do are baking bread. I love making sourdough and all the different things that come with that. I find it very peaceful. I love lifting weights. I love a good weights workout. That's something that I enjoy doing. We also love hosting people at our home and having that fellowship. We host people at our home a couple times a week. It seems like lately, at least with the weather being the way it is, we've had people over a lot. I love hosting a Bible study. I love hosting a family barbecue. My home is open. So that's something that I know that's not a hobby, but it's something that I enjoy, that brings me joy. So some other hobbies, I would love to start canning. I haven't started that yet, but that's next on my list to get into. And then YouTube. YouTube has been my newest hobby that I've gotten into. I've always had a little bit of a techie side to me, especially with my virtual teaching background. I learned a lot at that job. So this has just been a lot of fun this last couple of months, just diving into this world of YouTube and creating videos and content. So that is all for the Meet the Teacher tag. Don't forget to check out the other videos in the playlist that Abby and Jessica have put together. And I hope you stick around and check out more of my content. I'd love to have you. Please comment below and tell me something about yourself so I can get to know the people that are checking out this video. Bye.